All right, this is going to be a follow-up to the trade video that I did earlier today. So earlier today, I showed that I sold a call spread today. This is July 14th, 2022. Sold a call spread right here earlier, hoping that the market would stay depressed based on those pieces of evidence that I discussed in the earlier video. I wanted to record this just to show you that it doesn't always work out. So I talked about that earlier video, how I had a trade plan, and if the market did what I didn't want it to do, where I was going to exit. And this is an example of exactly that. So I think this is very important to show. So I actually exited the trade right here where this red X is on this green bar. It's actually next to the red X when it crossed over. My trend line here that I didn't want it to cross. So it crossed over my kind of point where I didn't want it to go, which is the 37.75 area. Now we're in the high 37.80s. And it crossed over my trend line at the same time, and it was showing some strength. It kind of broke through this pivot point. It showed some strength right here. It broke through my trend line, and right now it's not showing any signs of stopping. It's just getting too close for comfort, where this is kind of like a point of no return if it's going to keep going up or stay up, which I don't know if it will, but it's getting to the point where if it does continue to stay elevated, then I'm past the point of no return as far as taking a loss, too big of a loss. So like I talked about in the earlier video, you want to keep your losses small. And right here, this was keeping my loss small if I were to take it here. If I waited longer, then the loss would be definitely bigger than what I want to take. So this loss that I took was probably about 15% of the capital that I used for the trade, which is not really bad for this type of trade. My profit target was, I think it was about 7% of capital. So it's what we call like a 2x or 2 times loss, 2 times capital, which I'm fine with that. So I could still place another trade today and make a good bit of that back. I can still do a put trade if I wanted to make a good bit of that back. So the loss is what I call manageable. So I'm not mad at it at all. If I waited and it got probably to here, probably midway between where it is to where my strike price is, then my loss would be much greater, and I have a lot harder time making that back. And now, do I think that it's still going to take out my strike price today? I don't think that it will, but I'm not confident enough that it won't to stay in this trade. The reason I don't think that it will is because the stochastics is elevated and it's ripe for a reversal. But I just can't take that chance. I don't want to take that chance. I just want to reposition and get into a more comfortable trade while the loss is still small, if I'm going to do that, or just reposition and kind of take a step back. Okay, now that it's done this, what do I think about things? So just wanted to show you that, show you kind of a losing trade. It's not, I hate to call it a losing trade because, again, small losses are actually good. So I guess maybe an unsuccessful trade is probably a better way to put it, but definitely a good exit, I think, to keep me trading, keep me safe, and keep the account from blowing up. This is the discipline that you want to have when you're trading to keep you from blowing yourself up. So just wanted to show you that example. I think it's very important to do so. Definitely didn't expect the market to do what it did, but that's what the market does, is it does the unexpected sometimes, and you have to be ready for it and okay with that. So here we are. This is another trade right here on the put side that I considered, I really wanted to get into, but I was caught doing some other things at work that prevented me from being able to actually enter this trade right here on the bottom side for a put. But it's certainly a trade I would have taken if I was able to do so at the time. But wanted to show you this trade, exited this trade for a small loss, and that's exactly what you want. This is probably the best thing that you can do for your account to keep you trading and keep you safe and keep you successful in the long run. All right. So just wanted to show you that. Thanks a lot.